Hi everyone, and welcome to this full body Pilates class. All you'll need for this class is a mini band or a booty band. And we're going to get started on our mats. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to exhale to round our back, creating some flexion in the spine. We're going to inhale to extend our spine looking up. Exhale, gaze to navel. Inhale to extend, following this breath pattern. We're waking up the spine here, getting some mobility into our body before our Pilates class for today. Last one. We're going to now come into a neutral spine. We're going to flex our feet, tucking our toes under. We're going to exhale to lift up into a knee hover. We're going to push back, shift forward, and come into a pike position. And then come back down into our knee hover, shifting back and shifting up into our pike position. Waking up the shoulders, waking up the hamstrings here. Some good dynamic stretching before our Pilates class begins today. We're going to do one more here. And then you can lower your knees to the mat, untuck your toes. And we're going to come to a seated position, sitting in about the middle of our mat. We're going to grab our resistance band now. We're going to bend our knees, making sure our feet are flat on the ground. We're going to put the resistance band around our wrists, and we're going to extend our arms out in front of us, making sure they're parallel to the ground. We're going to exhale to roll back, and we're going to abduct our arms at the same time, pulling our band apart with our arms. Inhale as you come up and lengthen your spine. Exhale as you go back into your C curve, pulling apart your band, keeping the tension on your band. You want to keep your feet flat on the mat here, even as you come back into your C curve. We're doing a simple roll back here. Try and pull the band apart as far as you can. We have 3 more to go. Last 2. Coming up straight. And the last one, we're going to hold back, and we're going to do little abduction pulses with our arms. Really pulling the band apart here, giving me little exhales as you pull the band apart. Staying back in our C curve. Well done. We can now lift up into a straight spine. We're now going to lengthen our legs, and we're going to put our mini band around our feet. We're going to come to sitting up straight, and we're going to hold the band in our right hand. We're going to exhale, pull the band to our torso. Inhale, release. Doing a simple row here. We have 8 more to go. 7, 6. Keeping our spine straight. Our legs are straight. We have 4 more to go on this side. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then we're going to take the band into our left hand now. Lengthening through our spine, we're going to bring our left hand toward our torso. Exhale to bring it towards your torso. Inhale to release. Doing a simple row here. 7 more to go. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, last one. Hold it there for a second and then slowly release. Well done. I want you to now leave the band around your feet. We're going to bend our knees and then we're going to slowly roll back onto our backs. We're going to come into some ab work now. So we're going to bring our hands behind our head and we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop, imprinting our spine to the mat. We're going to exhale and bring opposite elbow to opposite knee, extending our other leg. Coming into a simple bicycle here. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come back to center. Keeping your belly button to spine. Keeping your back pressed flat to the mat. Keep your head up even as you come back through center. Don't drop your head. Last 2. Last 1. And then we are going to lower our head for just a second. I want you to now come up into an ab curl, and then we're going to extend our legs up in front of us, and we're going to do an abduction with our legs, creating some resistance on your mini band. Exhale as you come up into your ab curl. Inhale as you lower back down. Try and create as much distance between your legs as you can when you're doing your abduction. We want to feel this in the side booty as well as our abs. We only have 4 more to go. Last 3. I want you to keep your back pressed flat to the mat even as you extend your legs out. We're going to do 1 more here. Well done. Lower your head for just a second. And then we're going to come up into our ab curl again and extend our legs towards the ceiling. We're going to do a double leg lower. And then we're going to do 5 pulses as we abduct our legs. Then lifting both legs back up. We're going to lower again, do 5 abduction pulses, and then lift our legs again. So on your lower, I want you to exhale and do 5 pulses, then inhale to come back up to center. You're keeping your gaze towards your knees. Your back is pressed flat towards the mat, so only lower your legs as far as you can without arching your back. We're almost there. We only have 4 more to go. Stay with me. I know you must be feeling this in your abs by now. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Well done, everyone. Hug your knees in towards your chest, and we're going to take our band to just above our ankles. I want you to stay up in your ab curl. Head is resting in hands, and we're going to bring our legs out on a diagonal and do some large scissor kicks here, feeling the resistance on the band, making sure that your belly button is to your spine and that your back is pressed flat towards the mat. There's no arching in your back here. Well done. But we're not finished with abs yet, so I want you to bring your band to above your knees, and we're going to extend our legs up to the ceiling, staying up in our ab curl. We are going to lower our legs and then circle them around. Remember, no arching in the back. We have 3 more in this direction. Inhale as you lower your legs, exhale as you circle them around. Last 1. We're now going to change directions. We're going to circle our legs around and then lift them back up to center. Inhale as you circle your legs around. Exhale as you lift them back up to center. Last two, and then we are done with our ab series for today. Last one. Well done. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Just take a moment here, releasing your abs. We're now going to come into our glute series. So I want you to stay lying on your back. You're going to scoot your heels in towards your glutes and you're going to come up on your tippy toes. We're going to do a simple glute bridge here. So exhale to come into your bridge. Inhale to lower. Keeping a straight spine, keeping your pelvis tucked under as you come into your glute bridge. We have 6 more to go. 5, 4, 3. Make sure you are engaging your core here. Last one, and then we're going to stay up in our bridge and we're going to do some abductions with our legs. So creating that tension on the band, making sure that you are not lowering your hips as you create your abduction, but your spine is in one long straight line. Exhale as you open your legs. Inhale to close your legs. Last two. Last one, and then we're going to stay up in our bridge position. We're going to extend our right leg towards the ceiling and we're going to circle it around. So inhale to complete half of the circle, exhale to complete the other half. Staying up in your glute bridge, your hips are up, you're not lowering them, and you are on your left tippy toes. We're now going to change directions. We have 4 more to go. Last 3, 2, 1. Well done. We're going to lower our right leg and we're going to do this on the left hand side now. So lifting our left leg towards the ceiling. We're going to circle it around. Inhale to complete half the circle. Exhale to complete the other half. Making sure that our hips are up, making sure that your circle is only as big as you can go so that you maintain that pelvic stability. We're going to change directions now. Last 3, last 2, last 1. We're going to lower our left leg now. And then lower our hips towards the mat. Well done everyone, we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to make sure that our hands are under our shoulders, our knees are under our hips. We're going to flex our feet, making sure that our toes are tucked under. We're going to come up into a bear hold or a knee hover. And then we're going to abduct our knees. Your knees are just off the mat here. Your spine is in a straight line. There's no arching or curvature in your back. You're going to exhale to abduct your knees, making sure that your core is engaged here. Your belly button is towards your spine. 4 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Lower down your knees now. For our next exercise, we're going to lift our right leg to the side of the room now. So I want you to exhale, lift, inhale, lower, and you're keeping your belly button to spine. You're making sure that even as you lift your leg, that your hips are square towards the mat. We have 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're now going to lift our toes towards the ceiling. making sure that we are not arching in our back as we lift our toes towards the ceiling, trying to keep a neutral spine here. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. 5 more to go. Feeling that contraction on the glutes as you lift your feet towards the ceiling. Last 2. Last 1. We're now going to lift our leg up to the side and then lift our feet up to the ceiling. So we're combining those 2 movements now. You should start feeling this in your supporting leg. That's totally normal. Make sure that you're keeping your core engaged, your belly button to spine, your back is straight. We have 6 more to go. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Well done, guys. We're now going to come down onto our forearms and we're going to extend our right leg out behind us. We're going to exhale, lift our leg towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Have 7 more to go. Keeping your belly button to spine. Your spine is straight here. Last 3. 2. 1, and then we're going to keep our leg up in the air and we're going to do little pulses towards the ceiling. We're almost done here. We can take a little stretch. Well done. Lower your leg and we're going to come into a shallow stretch, opening up your knees. We're just going to take a breath here, stretching out our glute. Slowly roll up through your spine. And we're going to continue working that right glute. So I want you to come down onto your left hand side. Your bottom knee is going to be bent. And you're going to extend your top leg out in a straight line. You're going to push up out of your shoulder and out of your waist. And we're going to lift and lower our right leg, creating that abduction. Last 6. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Belly button to spine, your core is engaged here. That was our last one, and then we're going to create a U shape with our leg now. So we're going to lift and bring it in line with our bottom leg, and then lift it back up, bringing it in line with our hip. So exhale as you lift your leg, inhale as you lower your leg, creating that U or rainbow shape. You're pushing up out of your shoulder. Four more to go. I know you must be feeling your glutes here. Last 2. Last 1. And then we're going to hold our leg up. And we're going to do some pulses to the ceiling. Just 20 pulses here. I was going to do 10, but let's burn out our glute while we're here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your leg. And we can do a nice glute stretch now. Coming up, we're going to bring our feet in towards our glutes. And we're going to do a side stretch over. Releasing out of your side stretch. Guess what, guys? We're not done on this side yet. You're going to roll up your mat so you have extra cushioning for your elbow here. And then we're going to extend our top leg out. Our bottom leg is bent in line with our hip. We're going to lift up into a side plank. We're going to put our top hand behind our head. We're going to lift our top leg and then bring our knee towards our top elbow. I know this is tough, guys, but stay with me. Exhale to lift your leg and bring it towards your elbow. Inhale to extend and lower, keeping your hips up. Don't drop the hips. 4 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Well done. You can now lower down. And that's it for this side, guys. Coming up, you can now take your band off for a second. We're going to do a glute stretch. So bending your bottom knee, you're going to bring your top knee over your bottom. And we're going to twist towards the right hand side, feeling a nice stretch in our right glute. Just take a moment here, enjoy the stretch. Gently release. And we're going to put the band back over our knees. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position again. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to open up our left leg towards the side of the room this time. Keeping a straight spine here, making sure that our hips are facing down towards the ground. 6 more to go. 5. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. We're now going to lift our left leg towards the ceiling, pointing our feet. Exhale, lift. Keeping a straight spine, making sure that our belly button is to spine, our core is engaged so that there's no arching in our back. 5 more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do our little combo again. So we're going to open our knee out towards the side of our room. And then we're going to lift our foot towards the ceiling, making sure that we are keeping a nice pointed foot. We have 8 more to go. I know this is where you start feeling it in your supporting leg. Last 7, 6, 5, stay with me. 4, lift your leg, feeling that contraction. 3, last 2, last 1. Now we're going to lower our leg and we're going to come onto our forearms. We're going to extend our left leg back. We're going to exhale to lift our leg. Inhale, lower, pointing through our foot, creating that length in our leg and that contraction in our glutes. We have 5 more to go. 4, 3, 2, and our last one, we're going to hold our leg lifted and we're going to do some little pulses towards the ceiling. Just a couple more to go here. Well done. Gently lower, and then we're going to come into a shell stretch, opening up our knees, just taking a breath here, stretching out our glute. You've been working hard. Gently roll up, and we're going to continue working that side. So come down onto your right hand side now, onto your forearm. Your bottom knee is bent. Your top leg is extended in line with your hip, and we're going to lift and lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, pushing up out of your shoulder, pushing up out of your waist. We only have 6 more to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to create a U shape. So we're going to lift and then bring our leg in line with our bottom leg, and then lift again and bring our leg in line with our hip. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower, creating that height and that length with your leg. 6 more to go. Your core is engaged here, your belly button is to spine. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to do our 20 pulses towards the ceiling. So lift your leg and give me little exhales as you pulse up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your leg. Well done. Bring your feet in towards your glutes. We're going to do our side stretch again. Just releasing here for a second. Come back up. Now I want you to double up your mat again. Coming down onto your forearm. We're going to bring our legs in line with our hips, bending our bottom knee. We're going to extend our top leg. Bring your hand behind your head, and we're going to lift up into a plank. Lift your top leg and then bring it into a crunch in the center, knee touching elbow. Exhale, lift and crunch. Inhale, extend and lower, keeping your hips up. Pushing up out of your shoulder. Just 5 more to go. I know this is tough, but stay with me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys. You can gently lower now. You can take your band off your legs. We're going to come into a little bit of a glute stretch here. So bend your bottom leg and bring your left leg over your right, and we're going to twist towards the left hand side. Just taking a breath here, twisting and lengthening our spine, feeling a nice stretch in our glute. Well done, guys. We're almost done with class today. Come out of your stretch. Grab your band again, and you're going to put it above your knees. Not done just yet with this little piece of torture. So you're going to come down now into a prone position on your tummies. You're going to extend your arms out over your head. You're going to exhale, lift, and open your legs. So as you lift, I want you to create that abduction movement with your legs. So it's not only focusing on the lift in the glutes, but also the side booty. We have 4 more to go. 3, 2, and on the last one, we're going to hold extended, and we're going to do little abduction pulses with our legs. Give me little exhales as you do your pulses. 3 more to go. 2, 1, and then we're going to bring our elbows towards our waist. Exhale as you bring your elbows in. Inhale as you extend them. And we're going to keep up in our extension, making sure that our legs are lifted up off the mat so that we can feel this in our glutes as well. Last one. Gently lower. Well done, you are done for today's class. We can come into a nice shell stretch now, opening up our knees, pushing back, taking a breath here. Today's class was challenging. Well done for getting this far. You can now come up. We're going to take off this piece of torture and we're going to throw it towards the side. Goodbye. We're going to come up into a pike position now. Walking out our legs, stretching through our hamstrings. This is a nice stretch after all the lower body work that we did. We're going to bring our right leg in between our arms. Bending it, we're going to come into a pigeon pose. And we're going to lower down, making sure that our hips are square. Just take a moment here to stretch out your glutes. Coming up out of your stretch, we're going to come back into a pike position, and then we're going to bring our left leg through between our arms, and then we're going to lower down into our pigeon position again, taking some big deep breaths here. Coming up out of our pigeon position, we're going to come back into a pike. We're going to shoot forward now into a spinal extension. Some good extension of the spine, rolling our neck here, stretching out our abs. We're going to curl our toes under and we're going to push back into a shell stretch, opening up our knees. Well done guys, class is finished. Thank you for joining me today. If you've liked this video, please subscribe down below. I don't know about you, but I am so sweaty after today's class. See you all in the next video. Bye everyone.